Hello everybody and welcome to this a little bit different kind of video. This is almost fresh out of the press, Visual Studio Code March 2025 version 1.99, which contains a massive update to GitHub Copilot, this built-in, or not just built-in, but connected LLM with GitHub, which is pretty nice. And with this update, we do get agent mode and the MCP Model Context Protocol support, which is awesome. What is MCP, you might ask? So let's take a look. MCP TypeScript SDK. The Model Context Protocol allows applications to provide context for LLMs in a standardized way. So as an example, if you have an API and that provides the time of the day, that would be context for a large language model, because a large language model does not know the time of the day, but you can provide that context. That sounds a little bit silly. Why would you ask an LLM the time of the day, right? But maybe you want to ask something like, hey, what are the current prices for electricity and how do I make use of that? So let's just say you have this API. Some of you might have seen me use that already. Sorry for the German code here, but essentially this is an API that tells you the energy prices for tomorrow, I believe on an hourly basis. And what if you can just enrich any LLM? I mean, Copilot is now just the low-hanging fruit that I have here, right? But let's just enrich the LLM, right? And with that, let's do that in TypeScript and start that. So first things first, let's initiate a new project here. So I'm gonna do npm init. I'm just gonna confirm everything. Then I want to install as a dev dependency TypeScript. Then I will init the TypeScript project in here. This gives me a nice tsconfig. I want to work in my source folder, so I'm just going to go in my tsconfig here, scroll down and say, I believe it's include. And hey, this is actually not too bad. I'm just going to accept that, or at least this one. Alrighty. Good. Now I have my source folder. Now I need an index.ts here. Good. I don't know. Console log hello world. Let's do that. Let's just check. Px tsc. This is the command to compile the TypeScript code. This should compile my index.ts and it puts it into index.js. Great, but I don't want that. I want the output folder. What is it? Is this here? Output dist. What's it called? Root dir. Out dir. Dist. Let's see. And I have a dist folder. Nice. You know what? Then let's do a git ignore. I don't want node modules in my git, and I don't want files in dist in my git. Let's init the git repository. Great. Now with that out of the way, let's install the Model Context Protocol SDK. And take a look at the example here. I will literally just copy the quick start and see how far we can get. Okay, so what does the quick start do? You import a couple of things. Oh, by the way, we're using Sod here, so let's install Sod. Sod is just a TypeScript type validation library. Don't worry too much about it, but it's super helpful for defining types and saying like, hey, this is A is a number, B is a number. And you know, in TypeScript, you would just say A is a number and B is a number. And then when it gets compiled to JavaScript, you lose all that information. But with with Sod, you do maintain that information and you get a type checker during the runtime. So that's what this is. All right. So we have that and we have that. Great. And it also already complains because we're using await. Await is not allowed on the top level with basic JavaScript. And we need to slightly enhance our TypeScript config. And I do have that just sitting around. But essentially the target is, I believe, ES. What is the target? Node 18? Let me double check. ES 2017 should be the target. and the module should be node 18. And come on, and save. And now we should be able to compile that. Yeah, never mind. We also need to claim that this is now a type module in package.json. Perfect. And with that, we do get this dist index.js, where you can see this is the compiled version. And you also see this c.number. This is sort.number, but this is the compiled JavaScript essentially. And I should be able to just say node dist index.js. And that should just give me very basic output, if anything. I think there's no output there. All right, great. And now, so let's close the JavaScript file. Let's go there. Actually, you know what? Let's save this state. I will publish this on GitHub as well. A link will be in this description below. So git commit -m project initialized. Great. Now let's add context to the Copilot LLM here, which is this little button here. And it will tell you a lot. Oh, that's a lot. I need something else. Oh yeah, I forgot something. This is the ask mode. We need to switch to agent mode. And now we're not just adding context, we're adding tools. And we're adding an MCP server. And we're using command stdio. You can see we have the stdio server transport here. So we're using that. And we need to enter a command. And we will just do whatever we just did in the terminal. So we say node dist index.js. Representer. This needs a name. Let's call it my MCP for YouTube. And we will save this into the workspace settings because we're developing this MCP right now. So no need to put this into user settings. Workspace settings is enough. And I will show you, actually it did pop up immediately. So this is it now, right? And what you would want to do is you want to start that server. You get this little icon here, new tools available, refresh, and you already see it is red. If you click it again, you can see the output and you will get something like module not found, yada, 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 cannot find module. And you already see it's looking for home in my home folder, dist index.js, because this is running somewhere on the home folder essentially and not in the workspace. And that's as easy as just adding workspace in here. I believe it's workspace. Nice suggestion. It's workspace folder apparently. And if we now go here and say start server, it is running. Now what can we do? We can say add or greeting. Okay, I don't know, add 122. Yeah, now it's analyzing my code, but I would like to use this tool. It is active. Let me see if I can use greetings. Let's see. Can you greet me? Let's say hi server. Yeah, okay, let me disable the code context for this and start a new session. Hi server. I'm doing that by using Control Shift Enter. Okay, please add 122. Yes, now it's doing what I wanted. It's now suggesting to run add. This is a security precaution because you don't want to run this blindly, right? I mean, you could trust it for this session, but right now we just want to do it like that. It's now telling me it interpreted please add 1 to 2 as A is the parameter 1 and B is the parameter 2. And let's continue. And that is already enough, and it actually works. It's free. Let me know if there's anything else you can do. And you can actually see the output here. And that's all we need right now. So now let's add, oops, that I didn't want to do. Let's add the avatar API. So this one, there is a get command for that somewhere. Let me see if I have it here, else I have it on my cheat sheet. I have it here. Great. So let's go back to terminal and let's just say curl and no, that's the wrong. Sorry. There we go. Curl and then my URL API avatar de market data, right? And we can see there's a response, and you can see it's a start time spent, end timestamp, and a market price. And exactly that's what I wanted to do now. I'm just gonna say server tool get energy prices. I don't need a parameter right now, so I will leave this second row empty, and then I will start with an async, no parameters. And you know what? Let's just say we will do a response. So we will await fetch this one, market data, right? And we need to return content, I guess, an object with content. So return content, type is text, and the text is energy prices for tomorrow, and we'll just do JSON stringify response. So we just do that. I have no idea if I'm doing it right, might have done it wrong, we will see. And I think there doesn't need to be this, and we just need to close that. That looks good. Then let's compile it. Great. Now comes the tricky part. I don't see any auto reload mechanism, nothing, right? If I now query for energy prices, it wouldn't know. We actually need to restart the server. So I click here, I find my MCP. Actually, that's not enough. I will just use Ctrl-Shift-P to get the palette. I will go to MCP list servers, my MCP for YouTube as a restart server. And if you click, I believe, where was it? It was somewhere, doesn't matter. You click here again, you see you have get energy prices. So let's ask him, can you get me the energy prices? Yeah, so it's now telling me, yeah, sure, get energy prices, sure, let's do that. And it's doing it, and it's saying me, oh, it's empty, they're currently unavailable, let me know if you'd like to try something else. No, actually, I do not want you to try something else. I guess I might just have to process this, right? This is I need to do that response and convert it into JSON. So it's actually being processed and parsed. Let's try that. So we compile it again, get a new version in index.js. We will have to restart the servers. So MCP list servers, YouTube, restart, wait a little bit, and then just do that. Can you get me energy prices again? New session, and run it again and continue. Ah, this is better. The energy prices for tomorrow are available, ranging from minus 49.1 euro to 100. Whoa, is this true? Is it that cheap tomorrow? Do we have an overproduction tomorrow? Oh, wow, this is great. If you'd like, I can provide a detailed breakdown of the prices for each. Yeah, so when is the best time to consume energy tomorrow? So now I'm just asking the LLM, based on the data that we fetched. Okay, between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. tomorrow, and between 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 is the best time. Okay, what may cause these energy prices? Ah, that's great. So now I'm just leveraging the LLM based on this information. Okay, and what time of the day should I avoid consuming energy tomorrow? Whoa, 120 euros per megawatt hour between 8 and 9 p.m. tomorrow. And between, wow, amazing. So this is all just the LLM doing magic based on this little line. And with that, my demo is finished. Please like the video, subscribe if you want more content like this, and please follow the link in the description where you can get this very same example and get it running, including the mcp.json in here, including the index.js, not index.js, but TS, not including node modules. All right, thanks and see you soon again.